Welcome back to RX Muscle's Iron Road to the Olympia 2018, brought to you by Redcon One. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today's guest is last year's third place finisher in the men's Physique Olympia. He's also a former Arnold Classic champion. The man I'm talking about is Brandon Hendrickson.
What's up, Dave?
Hey, back on the show. That's good. Like the red headphones?
Yeah. Thank you. They're actually from my company, Big Waves, LLC.
That's right. You make headphones, right? Now, how much does a pair of those things cost?
Well, I make the headphone covers that you put over the headphone, the ear, and that helps protect it from getting dirty and smelly and stuff like that. There's only $20.
Oh, I never even would have thought to put, I didn't even know they made the covers of this. I should get one for my wife. She doesn't like to use anyone else's headphones, so that's nice protection.
You can go to bigwavesfitnesstraining.com.
All right. Maybe you could bring me a pair to the Olympia.
There you go. I got you.
Do you sell a lot of them?
Yeah, they just got in actually, so
Okay.
we're gonna start putting them on the website, and we'll see how it goes. So
We'll
it's been a
put
week
up,
now.
We're gonna click. We're on your website right now. We're taking a look.
Yeah,
so what are they? What are there different styles of them, or is it just one style?
No. I just have one style. I don't know if it's kind of hard for you to see, but it has just my logo all over it.
Okay.
Just made out of cotton and nylon. So
Nice. All right, and of course red seems to be your color, huh?
yeah, well, I'm Trinidadian, so my flag colors are red, white, and black. So I don't know. I naturally just love the color red, and it goes with RXMuscle, so this is perfect.
I thought you looked a little like Darren Charles. You guys look like you could be brothers, but he's also from Trinidad.
Yeah, he's Trinidadian too. That's too funny.
Yeah. Now, Brandon, you were third place at the Olympia last year.
Yeah.
Jeremy won, obviously. Andre Ferguson was second. You're third. There seems to be a lot of talking back and forth between you and Andre, and I guess obviously I can imagine why there is, because you guys are both so close to winning that Olympia that you can taste it at this point. And I think a lot of people see some vulnerability maybe in Jeremy this year because he had the pec tear and he had to obviously had to do a lot of rehab on that. Who knows if he'll be at his best? When I was talking to you earlier and I asked you what's up in your life, you said I'm winning the Olympia right off the bat. You're pretty confident, huh? You feel good this year?
This man, I look about 2 weeks out right now, and I'm a little bit over 3 weeks out. I'm ready. I'm ready right now. I've never looked this good this far out from any show, especially the Olympia. So it's gonna look good this year. I know it.
Why will you win the Olympia and not say Andre or Jeremy? What do you got this year? What are you bringing that you feel will push you over the top at this point?
Nobody's gonna beat me from the front. My lats are a lot wider and thicker from the front. My abs will be a lot more separated, a lot more detailed. My chest and shoulders and arms are a lot bigger and more mature. And I finally brought my back up. That was one of the only criticisms I got, from one of the judges last year, was to bring on my back. So we brought that up. We spent this whole year just really working on my back, and that finally came up. It's a lot thicker and denser, a lot more mature. So I think that would be what will help me win this show.
We're looking at your Instagram now, and you got some videos up there, and you're looking pretty, I got to tell you, you're looking really good. Have you found that, because at least what I've witnessed from you is when you're at your best and you're almost impossible to beat. You've had consistency problems in terms of conditioning, nailing that conditioning every single time you're up on that stage. Have you ironed out what the problem is?
Yeah, it was mostly so what I did this year a lot different was a lot more self-care maintenance, a lot more chiro, massage therapy, just more maintenance on my body, just to help with recovery and just progressing at a lot faster pace. Training with my coach a lot more. We're doing, instead of once a week training, now we're doing 2-3 times a week training together. So I think all those things combined together has helped me progress a lot faster this year.
Who are you training with? Who is your coach?
My coach is Mandis Buckle, Underground Athletes, out of Chicago.
Mm-hmm. So you're actually in the gym with him doing the workouts now?
I just finished training legs with him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're in the gym 2-3 times a week now.
If you had to, assess the level that you of I guess you could say work that you're putting into this prep. Because I'll make an analogy. Dorian Yates told me when I interviewed him that he always felt great going into a show because he knew there was no one out there who could possibly have outworked him, because that's how hard and how much of his heart and soul he put into his prep. Are you at that point yet?
I'm like numb to pain right now. I don't care what my coach tells me. The only thing that I have asked of my coach was how high. I don't care what he tells me to do. I do it, and we see the results the very next day or the very next week. So my mentality right now is just kill or be killed. Kill or be killed. There's no tomorrow. I'm just going super, super hard this year because I want that first place.
Right. When excuse me, not Jeremy. When Andre talks about you, a lot of times he'll, do you think a lot of his criticism of you is to get into your head a little bit and to psychologically, defeat you?
Of course. I think the last interview that we did kind of ruffled some feathers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
With Andre. I don't know what his deal is. He's got a personal problem with me. I think the only thing that I said was that he didn't have legs. I gave him credit for having a nice back, but because I said he didn't have legs, ever since then he hasn't been cool with me. But whatever. I don't know what his problem is. I don't care what he has to say about me.
Well, he wants to win. Obviously, he's messing with you. Obviously, back, to try to get you get in your head a little bit, make you start to question yourself.
Dave, Andre's a fan. Andre's a low-key fan. He's a fan of me. I'm gonna just say that. Like, he can't stop. I know he looks at my page. I know he looks at my videos. I know he watches every single thing I do because he knows way too much information about me and my life, especially my personal life, because he likes to bring up my personal life a lot. Like, I don't understand, who does that? What grown man is that focused on another man? I never understood that, but I don't know. That's besides the point. I'm coming to win the Olympia. I don't care what Andre says. I don't care what Jeremy says.
Uh-huh. Well, after the Olympia, you're signed on to do 3 shows in Asia. The Tokyo show, right? The Korea show, the China show.
China.
Do you feel at home in the East there? Is that the Asian countries? Do they give you a lot of love when you go over there?
I've actually never been there, but once I started announcing that I will be going there, I was getting so much love and support for actually coming out from people from Korea, China, Tokyo, all over Asia. So I know there's going to be a lot of support. I know they just want to see a good show and a great physique. So I'm just going to give them a good show out there.
From what you hear, it seems like the men's physique division is pretty popular over there, huh?
Yeah, very popular. Almost surpassing bodybuilding. It's just crazy how fast men's physique and even classic physique is growing out there.
Do you think it's just the culture? Like they haven't really stepped up to the accepting bodybuilding, maybe, in their culture, and maybe men's physique is more an aesthetic type of thing? Because it seems like the Asian continent, aesthetics and harmony with everything in life seems to be a general theme there.
That's exactly what it is. It's all about aesthetics. I think a lot of them, because in foreign countries like that, if you bring a huge open bodybuilder, they'll probably be a little bit intimidated. But if you bring a guy like me, a men's physique guy with a streamlined physique, aesthetic, they'd probably be more apt to reach for that goal of physique.
When you go to a country like that, do they fly you in, or you have to fly yourself in?
I have Tokyo. I'm being flown in. Korea, I'm flying myself in, and China, I'm flying myself in.
Okay, so that's got to be a big expense, I would think. Obviously, if you win the show, it doesn't matter. But what is the prize money for those shows?
Man, they're paying good money out there. China is like $8,000 for first. Korea is $5,000, and I think Tokyo is $5,000 as well. So they're paying the same amount as the Arnold Classic show.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess that's good. It still doesn't seem like a lot for a championship in the country, but like I said, if you get all 3 of them, I guess it adds up.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not really doing this. I don't do this sport for a check. I do this because I love the sport, and I started at the bottom. I'm at the top. I want to help other people go from the bottom to the top and show that anything is possible.
Right.
So this is the main reason I'm doing this.
At the end of the day, you got bills to pay, so it's only right that you get paid something. So, but I think it's good because I think you're creating a new, I guess, fan base for yourself by going out there. Because once you go to all these countries, now people are going to feel like, hey, I met this guy, I know who he is. They're going to root for you. Obviously, you're going to get tremendous support from these people.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of I already had this vision of doing this. We even started with this year actually. We went to the West Coast. We did the Salt Lake City show, Hawaii Pro, Sacramento. So we already started doing that, going to another side of the country, and now we're going on the other side of the world just to do something different, because I know nobody else in my division is doing what I'm doing right now. So it's all about creating a new wave.
Gotcha. Well, you know what, Brandon, best of luck in the rest of the prep leading up to the Olympia. Good luck on that Olympia stage. Obviously, you've got to be considered one of the title threats this year. And who knows, maybe you'll be leaving Vegas as the next men's physique Olympia champ.
Thank you. I'm definitely working for it.
All right, and that's going to take us to the end of another episode of RX Muscle's Iron Road to the Olympia 2018. Brought to you by Redcon One. I'm Dave Palumbo. We'll see you next time.